Also,
Aw.
P.S. Watch out for pause.
Watch out for Hans. That's right. Okay.
Pause.
He's a bad guy.
Grab, pause.
Crap, Hans.
Okay.
Crap,
His name's Han.
Grab, pause.
Okay. That was Michael's minute.
Thank you, Michael. He should start doing stand-up. He'd be good at it. That'd be great.
On this week's The Disney Crush podcast, we've got a timeline for new things coming to Walt Disney World. Some of them very soon. Episode 369 of the Disney Crush podcast starts now.
From the Crush Studio in sunny Florida, this is the Disney Crush Podcast. And now your two tempests in a teacup, Dave and Tony Ann.
So Dave, it's cold, so our friends coming to Disney this month, keep that in mind. You gotta pack your whole suitcase because it's been cold this week, but I mean there's always the possibility that it'll go back up to 80.
Yeah, it was 72 today, I think, and 70 in Orlando.
Right, but it was
30.
40. It was it was 40 this morning, and it's really funny because that was the same temperature. My sister in New York, it was the same temperature here that it was there. But hers, it never got hotter for her, whereas here it did go up to 70.
Yeah.
So
this is true.
You just gotta wear layers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's Florida. Layer.
Yeah.
And
wear a couple of pairs of pants.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Shorts and sandals by the afternoon, and then by the sun starts going down, you'll go back to your sweaters and jackets.
Yeah, because I've always noticed that during the winter, I've said this before, that you see a lot of people in pajama bottoms because that's the only pants they packed, or it's the only pants they could find in the gift shop.
True, and this has happened to me, and I'm sure to a lot of people. We live here, but we get there, and all of a sudden, we didn't expect the cold.
Right.
Or as cold, because Florida cold is different, that humidity. And we've ended up buying clothes at Disney Springs and, other areas because we didn't pack right.
Yeah, I've had to buy sweatshirts a couple times. So, all right. Well, David, last week we gave our wish list, our Santa Bobby wish list to Bob Iger, and we cut it off, and there were still a few responses after we got off. I think maybe Holly and Wendy Fox.
Winnie Socks. Bring back Jedi training. It was an amazing experience. Also, do more with Galaxy's Edge. Maybe make a paid experience to solve a guest using the touch points that were used on the Star Cruiser interactive experience in the marketplace, etc.
Yeah, well, they have these quests built around the Star Cruiser. There was a whole script and quests, so maybe they can reuse them, repurpose them for the general audience.
Because they're trying to repurpose a lot of stuff. It seems like, and not expand like they were talking about, staying on the property because they have the infrastructure is still there.
Right.
And if they can squeeze it in, which I'm afraid they're going to do, possibly try to start squeezing in too much in some of those areas. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
But Wendy's talking about Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
The money they're spending, that was a new section.
Right.
Okay, so they had lights
where we saw the baby.
Yeah, so they basically had lights, motor action in that area. That was so the infrastructure was kind of there. They had some stuff there,
they had the New York area, that stuff, electric,
plumbing, all that stuff was kind of there in a way, sort of. I mean, I'm sure they had to bolt it all down, but that they spent $1 billion on Galaxy's Edge, $1 billion.
So, but I think they probably made it back with the people that came to see.
Oh yeah, I'm sure 10 times, right? But that's why prices keep going up because they keep building all these things. They cost so much money.
We're going to talk about more things tonight. So the Jedi training was over by by Star Tours. That was when the kids used to come out with the robes and learn how to fight with the lightsabers, and Darth Vader would come out, and yeah.
It was good for the kids, especially. They looked forward to it.
Yeah.
It was a good show.
Yep.
Watched it many a times, Tony Ann, eating right there at the Backlot Express.
And Heather Capel said yes to Jedi training. She likes it too. So, and last one we got was from our friend Holly Fitch, who said, please bring back Magical Express, not just for the free transportation, but I miss the days of being able to bypass baggage claim and have your suitcases magically appear in your resort room. Yeah. So they would, you didn't have to go to the carousel. Your luggage would just find your room.
Tony Ann, could you please make sure that my luggage gets to my room for me, please? Thank you.
When D23 happened over the summer, there were a lot of announcements. So Disney, I don't know if they had a earnings call this week. Oh, actually, I have a Facebook. Can we do that first?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay.
I always say you're the conductor, Tony Ann. I'm just a fiddler.
You were fiddling last week.
This week's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly of Facebook. Did I tell you how bad Wicked was? Never mind.
I can't even make sense of this person. So tell me I wasn't devastated. I took my little.
You weren't devastated.
That's what she's saying. Tell me I wasn't devastated.
You're not devastated. Trust me, you're not.
She took her little to Epcot. How old do you think her little is? Took my little to Epcot for her 16th birthday. I'm sorry. You don't call your child your little. First of all, I don't like that anyway, but a 16-year-old is not a little. Okay. Due to circumstances out of our control, we go to the back at 1:12 p.m. No biggie since we wanted to stay and see the fireworks. And there was a light flow of people since it was cloudy and drizzled all day. We paid the entrance, we got our map, and the guy proceeds to tell us what's popular, what's his favorite, and oh yeah, don't look or walk in the directions of Guardians of the Galaxy because the queue was at 7 and 1. It's now 1:12. Okay. No idea that was a thing and that it would close for the day. My little was crushed and I was devastated. I felt defeated as all the planning for her dream ride was reduced to nothing. I did all I could to hold back my tears and try to make the best of it as I saw her struggle to have a good time. Really sharing so no one else like me gets their child's dream crushed. So she said she did all this planning and all that mattered was riding Guardians, and she didn't plan enough to know how Guardians queue works.
Well, there you go. I mean, I don't know what to say.
Tell her she wasn't devastated because her little 16-year-old, her little.
She was a little devastated.
I guess so. This one is from the Pop Century board group. There's supposed to be 2 beds in our room, but there's only 1 bed. There's a bed and a table. Where is the other person supposed to sleep?
The bathtub or the table.
And then the people in the group had to explain to them that the table was a bed. Yeah. So I just thought that was funny. So anyway, that's it. Oh, there's a video of my fireplace. We had a fireplace, Dave, this week.
You mean you had a fire in your fireplace?
Yes, we had a fire in our fireplace.
I'm correcting your grammar now. That's okay. I'm here for you, Tony Ann. I mean,
Okay. I appreciate you.
When everybody else is gone and I'll be there. I'll be there.
I know you will, Dave. So anyway, Disney made a few announcements this week that gave us better timelines for stuff that's coming. So I want your opinion on some of this stuff. And, but I want to first start with the fact that we know now that, Disney is no longer running the zoning and for their expansions. The state of Florida now has some say, and they're under the the jurisdiction of the Central Florida Tourism Oversight District. That's a mouthful. The Central Florida Tourism Oversight District. So there has been a delay in the demolition of Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island to make way for the Cars area of Magic Kingdom. The Central Florida Tourism Oversight District has requested a 60-day extension for discussion between Walt Disney World and the state of Florida. These discussions involve a permit that would be the first step in the demolition and development of the location inside Magic Kingdom. The extension request comes right after Florida's Water Management District said Disney had 10 days to fix a permit application or it could be denied. This was back in September. Disney asked for 90 days to make the changes, but that time is almost up. We don't know if this delay will delay plans to begin the work in the first few months of 2025 or not. As of now, Tom Sawyer Island and Rivers of America do not have an official closure date announced. So it's not easy when you're not running the show anymore.
No.
Disney's got to answer to other people.
Well, there's a problem there too. They kind of had everything, all their resources were right there, and now they have to jump through some more hoops. They have to, and the way the government is and these offices are, these permitting places, it's going to be twice as long now for them to get anything taken care of.
Well, I know like Universal is used to this, and Universal didn't announce things until they had it. Like they were ready to go.
That's a smart approach.
Disney tends to announce things years before while there's still blue sky. Yeah. And then we get frustrated with them. Why is it taking so long for Tron? Why is it taking so long for Avatar? You know, why is it taking so long? So I don't know. Yeah.
Well, there you go. And that's what's going to happen here. I mean, all these things, and there's so much going to change. It's like a movie. Not every movie is going to be a hit. And the same thing here. All these things that we're going to talk about and they're announcing, not every one of those is going to be a hit. There's going to be a lot of misses in there. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
And they're going to say, why'd you waste your time on that?
I don't know if you saw the other day on Facebook, much of Frontierland was closed one day because there was what looked like a sewage, like a water main break or something. I don't know. They said it was sewage, but Disney didn't say. This was just people on Facebook saying it. So I don't know if that was true or not.
Right.
But that must be fun.
Hey, things happen. That's the way the world, like the last Facebook thing, things happen. They're out of your control. And I mean,
but it just looked like it was exactly the area they're talking about.
Yeah.
Working on that happened.
Whoopsie, we hit a main line, guys. Whoops.
Yeah. So Disney made some announcements this weekend, and it's giving us some timetables to when we can expect some of these new things to come. And some of them are coming this year, but one of the things that is not coming this year and is not leaving this year is Dinosaur. They announced that Dinosaur will stay open through the entirety of 2025, and it will close at some point in 2026 for the new Tropical America's Land in Animal Kingdom. So that means we probably will not be seeing Indiana Jones until maybe 2027, maybe. I mean, I know it's an existing ride that they're refurbishing, so maybe they won't need as long, but I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I forget how long it took to transform. A couple of years, didn't it, to transform the Great Movie Ride into the Mickey Minnie Runaway Railway?
Yeah, but that was a completely different ride system.
Yeah,
and this and plus this is a ride that already exists. Well, they said the storyline is going to be different than the one in California, but still, I
don't know. Nothing goes quick, and now it's going to be slower.
Right. That's right. That's absolutely right.
Just a permit. Just need that permit. Oh gosh.
Maybe by the time I retire, I'll get to ride Indiana Jones. So yeah.
Also, Zootopia, Better Zoogether, winner of 2025. at the Tree of Life shall come together at one point. Maybe. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see.
So winter of 2025. So that means, that doesn't mean January. That means December,
could be,
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That, right. That when they say winter, they mean.
Right. Well, they're giving themselves a little leeway.
Right. And it says that the Zootopia 2 movie will be coming out November 26th of 2025. So those two openings might be in conjunction with one another, which might help them publicize the Zootopia taking. And they haven't announced yet when Bug's Life is leaving, right?
No. Well, I mean,
but I don't think that'll be a big refurb because it's a movie.
Right.
So
exactly. It's not going to be that big a deal.
they're going to have to change the seats probably, but that shouldn't.
What? I'm not going to get a little sting in my butt anymore.
Test Track is being refurbished, and they're saying we should expect Test Track to reopen in the summer of 2025. So, maybe Memorial Day, maybe 4th of July. Usually when they say summer, it's usually Memorial Day weekend. It's been that way. Toy Story Land, Galaxy's Edge, I want to say Tron, like all that stuff opened around Memorial Day.
Test Track is closed?
Yes.
I had no idea.
Closed.
I had no idea. You'll be excited. The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure at Disney Hollywood Studios, summer of 2025. Tony Ann.
So that should be this summer too.
Yeah,
that should be this summer too. I think this summer is going to be exciting.
Well, yeah, when I'm not there in the heat.
Right, because the new parade, the nighttime parade at Magic Kingdom, is also coming summer of 2025. Disney Starlight, Dream the Night Away, the new nighttime parade will come to Magic Kingdom summer 2025. It will feature Peter Pan, Encanto, Frozen, Moana, and more. So
very good. I'm digging that one.
So do you think all this summer stuff is to compete with Epic Universe, which is also opening?
Yeah, but it's not going to. Yeah, but good luck trying to compete with that.
Right. I don't think the Little Mermaid show is going to compete with Epic Universe.
There's no way. Good luck with that one. Nah, it ain't going to happen. But whatever. I mean, they can try. I mean,
people might come over to see the new parade. Oh, we should go to Magic Kingdom and see the parade.
Maybe. There might be a few.
Well, we've been waiting for this parade for a long time.
Yes, you have.
Some of us have. So yeah, I think I would run over if I was in town and it was starting. I don't know. That's that's just how I feel. Was that all our announcements, Dave? That was fast.
I think so.
Did you see any pictures of the new trash cans at Epcot? There's new solar trash cans.
I did see some pictures.
And it's got a foot pedal, so you don't have to touch it. But
yeah, that thing's going to break all the time. Those maintenance guys are going to be like, oh man, what a pain in the butt.
Well, they invented the push trash can. It worked. I don't understand why they felt the need to, rebuild the wheel with the solar trash can.
Well, Iger, it's all his fault. He's gone crazy. He is his brain has gone to mush, and that poor guy is just on his way out. He's gonna throw all kind of stuff out there. But whatever. I mean, he's just waste. I mean, think about all the things they wasted on their money on. That just they didn't have to. It's a lot. We should do a whole show on that, like the Galactic Star Cruiser. They spent $400 million on that thing, Tony Ann. $400 million. They just blew out the door. And and guess who pays for that mistake? We do. Yeah.
Yeah, it's built into the mix.
Yep.
It's built into the mix. Dave, I thought we were going to have more to talk about.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna do a little game. What ride or attraction at Disney do you think cost Disney the most money? And you can go back. You mean
to build?
Yes, to build. Yes, to build. Dun, 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 dun,
maybe
dun,
Rise of the
dun,
Resistance?
Dun. But that was close.
No?
That was close.
No.
That was close. Guardians
Avatar Flight of Passage.
No, that was close too. No. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
$500 million. $500 million. 21.
All right. Well,
That's just a drop in the bucket for
surprising
me.
since it's mostly screens. But
Yeah.
I would have thought that Rise would have cost more.
Rise came in at $450 million. Woo! Get ready. That's why those prices keep going up, kids. That Tower of Terror in 1994, $140 million. So that's more like $450 million now, probably.
Right.
And you know that, when I saw that, I went down a rabbit hole, by the way. Could you tell? I went down this rabbit hole today.
Yeah, that's okay. I love it.
It only had one drop, Tower of Terror, when they first opened it. And then they had two. And then I think by 1999, they had three. But anyway, I rode Tower of Terror for the first time with an ex-boyfriend. Right before I met Richie. Like, was his name Randy? No, that's just that's
Eric.
Another one. Wow, you did get around. Wow. Woo.
Yes, and we rode it. And back then, Hollywood Studios still had fireworks. They had the Sorcerer in the Sky fireworks. And we went up to right as we were dropping, the fireworks were going off. So you could see them out when the door opens to the outside. You could see the fireworks. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those were good fireworks that they used to have in Hollywood.
Did you get a fireworks kiss on it?
It was on Tower of Terror.
Okay.
A little difficult. I don't know.
And they called it puppy love.
It was actually just, I moved here in 95 and I met Rich in April of 96. I moved here the summer of 95. So it couldn't have been, it was only a few months before I met Rich. That's okay.
Do you know 1994, 95? That's like 30 years ago. That is so scary.
I know.
That is scary.
Yeah. Right.
Anyway, so what was I going to say? Oh,
Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror. We talked about that already. Okay. Here's another one for. How about what do you think it cost Disney to build Epcot? Now it was built in 1979, so we're going back a ways.
Right.
So kind of adjust your monies to that period. Took them. This was what surprised me. To build Epcot.
Yeah.
Epcot. Well, I know that wasn't. There's a lot that wasn't there that is there now, but it only took them 3 years. 3 years to build it at the time.
To build that whole park.
Yes.
Yeah.
And at the time, it was the largest construction project on Earth.
Wow. Now, Hollywood Studios. How long did it take them to build that? Because that park was a rush job. Disney, there was supposed to be a movie pavilion at Epcot. And Universal announced they were going to be opening the park across town. And Michael Eisner was like, wait, we're going to build a movie park. And they decided to build Hollywood Studios as to compete with Universal. So it wasn't even in the works. And I think they got it open actually before Universal, if I remember the story correctly.
Well, let's just ask my friend Google.
When they broke ground.
How long did it take to build Hollywood Studios?
Yeah, or Disney
There's
MGM
light
Studios.
traffic from your location to Disney's Hollywood Studios, so it'll take about 1 hour, 49 minutes.
How to drive. Construction.
How long did it take to build Hollywood Studios? Began in 1987 and the park opened on May 1st, 1989.
1989, yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah, so it only took them from 1987 to 1989 to open Hollywood. But like I said, that was a real rush job. And, I remember that when I was doing my 4-park challenge in February, we wanted to ride an opening day ride in each park. That was the goal. Mm-hmm. And there is no opening day attraction
left.
Hollywood left.
Yeah.
The opening day attractions. Yeah, this doesn't tell me, but I remember looking for opening day.
So did you give me a price? What you thought Epcot?
Oh, what did I think Epcot
cost to build? This was back in 1979. Now.
$400 million.
Okay. It was between 8. Some speculate it was between 800 million to 1.4 billion.
Okay.
Took them 3 years to build, and of course, it was the largest construction project at the time. I just said that earlier. There you go. Now you get it
Right.
twice.
Opening day attractions, the Great Movie Ride, which is closed. Three attractions were up and running.
That's it. There's only 3 things.
Yeah, and people were paying full price admission.
Wow.
A walkthrough attraction where guests could watch dozens of animators work at their desks. That sounds riveting.
Did that require a fast pass?
The backstage studio tour featuring Catastrophe Canyon, which is closed. And the Great Movie Ride.
Wow, that was a ripoff.
So, yeah. And I think Michelle Choate spoke about that once, that she went, I could be thinking of the wrong person. I think she said she went to Hollywood that first year and there was really nothing to do.
Wow. So
there were like shows like the Monster Studio and things like that. But, yeah, that was basically it.
Now put that in contrast. Okay, Epcot took them 3 years to build and close to $1 billion. The Twin Towers cost $1 billion to build.
Yeah.
So there. So that's just amazing, the amount of money. But like we talked about earlier, they throw away a lot of money too. The $400 million for Galactic Star Cruiser, that was a bust. And the NBA experience, that was another bust. I wonder how much that one cost.
I can't wait to watch the NBA on Main Street on Christmas Day.
Oh gosh, I know. Okay, here's another one. Here's another one for you. Okay. What do you think one of the most expensive movies they made is?
Recently?
No, I have to go recent. Recent.
Well, I would think one of the Marvel movies. I would think maybe Endgame. Because they had all those big salaries they had to pay on top of everything else.
I know, right?
And all the CGI but they also had big stars that got big salaries. So I would think one of the Marvel movies.
This one surprised me.
Okay.
No, don't quote me. This could be wrong, but I saw Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Well,
it's a sci-fi movie, so you can see there's a lot of technical. That's
possible, and they had to create new tech for it probably because the CGI from the movies with Jar Jar Binks in them, 1, 2, and 3. That technology was old by the time 7, 8, and 9 came out.
Yep, 638 million. 638 million, Tony Ann, on that movie. Oh. What's the most expensive animated Disney movie you think they ever made? And I gave you 3. You can let's see. There's Moana. That was amazing animation. What's another one? There's a couple other ones that are good. Think about some other ones.
I remember seeing a story about how they had to animate Rapunzel's hair for Tangled. That it was a really big deal how they had to animate her hair.
So by the time they got to Moana, it was just as good or better, the technology.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was amazing in Moana. The hair and stuff. Yeah, Tangled is it. Tangled's the most expensive animated Disney movie ever made.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much.
I think that had played a big part in it because they really needed to get that hair to move like it's like a, and look real. And it was a big deal. I remember when they were making it.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the first things I noticed in Moana was their hair.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, it looks real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scary.
So Deirdre says that Hey Hey is a great part of Moana 2, that you need to go see Moana 2.
Oh, I'll see it, and I'll probably like it, even though it's, whatever. From what I gather, it's kind of jumbled together and just thrown out there to make, just because. But anyway, that's okay. They'll come out with another one. I mean, it's just, they just missed a chance though. Like they, Many Runaway Railway. They just missed their opportunity. because they could have really got you for a three. If you did a really great job, just as good or better than the first Moana, then bam, you got a third one for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just
right.
But
I'm thinking about The Force Awakens, and I just remembered there was some underwater scenes, and anything that takes place underwater probably costs money.
Yeah.
To make it look real, to make it look right. So I don't know. I could just be making stuff up. I don't know.
Yeah. So as you can see, these are some examples of how much money and resources it takes.
I don't know what happened to the pictures of because we didn't mention that the lounges that are coming are supposed to be coming this year as well.
The two of them? Or what is it? The one?
The Pirates Lounge and the lounge in Epcot, the one off of Spaceship Earth.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting really excited. Oh, the new lions arrived at Kilimanjaro Safari.
Yes, I saw that.
That looks the male looks like his mane has to grow in still. He's young.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of looks like a 16-year-old boy with his beard just coming in. He really does. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Disney provided an opening timeline for the Spaceship Earth Lounge at Epcot and the Pirates of Caribbean-inspired Tavern in Magic Kingdom. Spaceship Earth Lounge will open in late spring 2025, and Pirates will open in late 2025. So they didn't give us a season. They just said late 2025 for the Pirates thing. And so we should have a Spaceship Earth Lounge by spring. But you see, that lounge already exists, so I don't even know. I feel like it should have been open already.
Well,
I feel like it should have been open already.
If they would have rushed things.
I feel like they didn't even need to tell us about it
They just
until they were
done
almost done with it.
Yeah, that would have been.
Because it existed. They didn't need any visible construction to the outside world, really, until like just a few weeks before they could have told us it was coming, and then we would have been excited. And the new show coming to Hollywood Studios, the Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After, that will be the official name of the show that's replacing the Lightning McQueen Racing Academy. And our thoughts, what the thinking is that it's going to be a temporary show, and maybe it'll wind up eventually turning into something over at Magic Kingdom when the Villains Land opens. So it's going to be called Villains Unfairly Ever After. It says it's coming next summer.
Oh, that's a long time.
Well, summer 2025.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's not that bad, actually.
Yeah, no.
I mean, compared to what they normally do.
People are excited. People that have seen the gingerbread Spaceship Earth said it's really cool. So that's cool. Maybe I'll get over there. I don't know. It's been a crazy month.
If you've seen one.
It's been a crazy month.
If you've seen one gingerbread starship, you've seen whatever. They're just everywhere.
I've never seen a gingerbread starship.
Me either. Oh, well.
And remember, people that are going to Disney during December, do not buy the gingerbread shingles at the Grand Floridian. They taste disgusting. Do not buy them. If you want to buy one, just buy one and don't buy one for all of your family members. Just buy one and share it, because you're going to wind up spitting it and throwing it out. There's a gingerbread loaf they sell that's supposed to be much better.
And that's your pro tip from Tony Ann.
That's my pro tip. Do not buy gingerbread shingles. And wear layers and pack pants.
Yes. Good advice.
You don't have to go to the park in your pajamas. Unless you want to.
No, I think that's kind of a good idea. I think I might even bring some myself and just do that.
Just wear pajamas.
Just wear pajamas,
okay.
Yeah. I got some Grinch. I got some Grinch ones that'll be perfect.
You might be freezing at that Animal Kingdom at that Moonlight Madness.
It's going to be a little chilly. Yeah. That'd be nice. All right, Tony. All right, then we will Well, hey, let's get together next week. What do you say?
Okay.
Okay.
We'll think of something to talk about next
All right.
week.
I'll see you then.
All right. Have a good one.
I think that's it. All right.